Hello, sports fans, and welcome back to Rick's Cards and another TTM adventure. I know I've been gone a while, but with the holidays and a little bit of an illness, I'm back. So let's get right into it because I've got a lot of returns here that have been piling up on me. And if you haven't already, hit the sub button and comment and hit the like button also. It helps out my channel. Let me know you're there. So here we go, right into it. And we got some major returns here. As you can see, this is an old Christmas stamp. Came from Phoenix, Arizona. It took 428 days, and it is from, it's a 4 of 1, by the way. It is from Mr. Sean Bosky. Mr. Bosky signed 4 of these 91 Donruss for me. So he must have felt bad because it took so long. So he threw in 3 extras of somebody else's, I guess. So 428 days later, I've got 4 Sean Boskys. So thank you, Mr. Bosky, for signing my cards and yours. Up next, coming another long one, my longest yet, 615 days. Coming out of, let's see, it is Houston, Texas. It's 4 of 4. And it's actually a 4 of 4 and a 5 of 5. So I sent him twice last year, and he finally came back with it 615 days later and ended up being a 9 of 9. And it is Mr. Phil Garner. Mr. Garner signed this, let's see, this is an 80 tops. He also signed 2 81 tops. Actually, he left the 81 tops off. Okay, he only signed the 1 there. So I stand corrected. He also signed a 84 tops. So there's 3. So he did miss 1. So I don't blame him anything for that. Did not sign the index card. Signed a 88 score. He also signed, let's see here, we've got a 81 Donruss. Particularly like that one with the old school hat there. He also signed this 86 tops. And he signed a 79 and an 81 tops. So I thank you, Mr. Phil Garner. It only took 615 days, my longest returns yet. Up next, this one took 141 days. Again, the old Christmas stamp from last year's Christmas. This was coming out of suburban Illinois. Took 141 days, a 3 of 3. And it is from Mr. Dan Pasqua. Mr. Pasqua signed 3 of these 90 tops for me. So thank you, Mr. Dan Pasqua, for your autograph. Up next, we got a football return that took 46 days coming out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And it is a 2 of 2. And it's from Mr. Tom Mack. Tom Mack signed this 74 tops for me. He also signed it Hall of Fame 99. And he signed the index card, which he also put LA Rams in Hall of Fame. Looks like 99. So I thank you, Mr. Tom Mack, for one of my few football returns. And to get right out of football and into Charlotte, North Carolina, you know what that means. It's NASCAR. And it's a 1 of 1. It took 20 days, and it's Mr. Kurt Busch. Mr. Busch signed this 02 Press Pass card. These are pretty sharp cards, literally. And what I like about those cards is they show the person signing an autograph, which is kind of cool. I like those cards like that. Okay, coming up next, out of, let's see here, it took 16 days, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, I should say. It's a 1 of 1, and it filled a quad for me. Mr. Frank Bullock signed this Top Prospects 92 Prospects card and he filled it for me, and that finished the quad for me. So very cool. I love doing that. When you can get all four, that's pretty cool. Up next, Columbus, Ohio. Took 120 days, and it's a 2 of 2. It's Mr. Dan Briggs. Mr. Briggs signed 2 79 tops for me. Ballpoint pen looked pretty good. So I thank you, Mr. Dan Briggs, for your return. Up next is a San Bernardino return. Took 27 days, and is Mr. Pete Rickert. Mr. Rickert signed this 71 tops for me. He also signed an auto card that got smeared, so unfortunately that's a bad one, but it's still an autograph. So I thank you, Mr. Pete Rickert, for your autograph. I don't know how they got smeared in the mail there, I guess. Coming up next, out of Spokane, Washington, it is a 1 of 2. Took 120 days. It's Mr. Kevin Stocker. Mr. Stocker, 97 Upper Decky sign. Shout out to the hot corner there, the Philadelphia fan. He's having some good days these days. He's having some awesome returns. You got to check his channel out, the hot corner. So I thank him for all his help he's helped me with. So there's one for him, Mr. Kevin Stocker. Up next, a NASCAR return out of Charlotte. Another old one with an old Christmas stamp. This one took 60 days, and it is from Rick Hendrick, owner Hendrick Motorsports. Signed this photo for me, and it took 60 days. And I thank you, Mr. Rick Hendrick, for your autograph. Up next, another NASCAR coming out of Charlotte. This took 16 days, and it's 1 of 1. It's Mr. Greg Biffle. Mr. Biffle signed this 2011 Wheels card. They're hard to see because they got that black background, but looks a little better in person. So I thank you, Mr. Greg Biffle. Another NASCAR return we got coming is from Greensboro, North Carolina. This is a 1 of 1. Took 20 days. Is Mr. Ward Burton. Signed that same sharp card, that 02 press pass card. I'd gotten a bunch of these, like in a lot, and I wasn't sure about sending them out and they'd get damaged or whatever, and even if they'd show up with the autograph, but they're coming out pretty good. So I thank you, Mr. Ward Burton, I should say. And we got an NHL return coming out of Richmond, Virginia. A 1 of 1, took 120 days. Mr. Rod Langway. Mr. Langway signed this 90 Upper Deck for me. So one of my... And let's see, we got one more. We'll do one more. This one coming out of, let's see, Suburban, Illinois. It's a 1 of 1, took 9 days, and it is Mr. Dan Pasqua. Mr. Pasqua sent his own personal card. Not quite sure what he did with mine, but it's a 1985 postcard, New York Yankee postcard there that he signed. So I thank you, Mr. Dan Pasqua, for your autograph. And I thank you for watching. And until next time, always hustle. You never know who's watching. Bye.